Hello everyone and welcome back to Motor Nation. We're excited to announce that another automaker has just opted out of the all-electric future, and it's no other than Stellantis. Stay with us as we explore all the details of this recently released revolution. A potential mode of transport other than EVs and ICEs is a welcome development. Especially in this age where the government is pushing the future of EVs and condemning combustion engines, compressed air vehicles are a great alternative for the common man. Stellantis Jeep CEO Carlos Tellez has announced compressed air engines into the market, and it will make use of both petrol and compressed air to function. The compressed air engine combines fuel and compressed air to arrive at a commendable fuel efficiency that wouldn't have been possible with just fuel. It will also help to lower tailpipe emissions. The CAEs are developed by Stellantis in collaboration with Jeep and includes several components to keep it up and running. It is a 2-liter compressed air engine that comprises a compressed air tank, a low-pressure tank, and a hydraulic system to maximize its performance. According to PSA Group, in charge of testing the prototype, it aims to offer a combined fuel efficiency of 120 miles per gallon, returning a mileage of nearly 55 miles per gallon, and reducing tailpipe emissions by almost 99%. This in turn gives combustion engines a place in an EV-hyped world. Its carbon dioxide emissions, which have been one of the major downsides of combustion vehicles, have also been taken care of by Jeep. They have successfully reduced their average weighted carbon dioxide emissions to 95% of combustion engine vehicles. The world was first introduced to Stellantis' special engines when the PSA Peugeot Citroën Hybrid Air was revealed. The efficiency of this system is improved through its reduced internal friction, utilization of lock-up clutch converters to prevent slippage, and advanced catalytic reduction and particulate filter system. These components have contributed to reducing carbon dioxide emissions by about 90% and 99.9% elimination of particulate matter. So, the idea of pollution through combustion engines can now be stamped out, thanks to compressed air engines. The compressed air engines still push a cleaner and greener choice for consumers, especially those not interested in the EV push. The powertrain of Jeep's Hybrid Air is composed of a hydraulic pump motor unit that captures energy from the ICE, braking, and deceleration, and stores it as compressed air. Jeep's Hybrid Air system comes in 3 modes: gas only, air only, and combined. The system can switch between either of the modes, gas or air, or even combined mode. It all depends on the driving conditions of the vehicle, where the automatic system will decide which modes are better for you. When driving through the highway, the system will switch to the ICE. When driving through the city where your speed drops below 45 miles per hour, the Hybrid Air system would switch to air only, as it is preferable because it can utilize fuel, cut its consumption to about 50%, and increase the range by 90% compared to standard engines with close power ratings. In those conditions, city grooving, they can operate on only air for approximately 60 to 80% of the time. Compared to EVs with their expensive charging and maintenance, a plus for Jeep's compressed air engine is its affordability and easy installation and maintenance. Its hybrid air system is also above par in terms of having a direct approach and being economical compared to traditional hybrids with costly heavy battery packs. It also has a more convenient passenger compartment, while also providing the optimal trunk space design for consumers. In the wake of an urgent complete move to EVs and the electric revolution due to pollution, Jeep's CEO has voiced out major concerns that most people have been avoiding. He said this during the recent inaugural of the Freedom of Mobility Forum, which he hosted. The practicality of a full transition is one major concern. How is the availability and extraction process of lithium, an important constituent of EV batteries, for one? The resource scarcity of lithium is not properly considered when pushing out the 1.3 billion ICEs on the road and replacing them with EVs. Also, a move to EVs would mean the depletion of rare earth metals to make them. Mining these could emit so many harmful substances and particulates into the atmosphere. So, if the production of EVs causes pollution and combustion engines contribute so much carbon dioxide to the environment, what then? The high costs of EVs are also another issue. In the face of inflation, where most people are battling it in most places, it is inconsiderate to force EVs on people who can most likely not afford it. The financial implications associated with EVs must be considered, as these power vehicles are about 40% more costly than ICEs, with a poor range. Now we know that banning ICEs will only drive the prices of EVs upwards. Recently released EVs are getting even pricier, and the question we need to ask is, who is going to be able to afford these expensive EVs? TERS, therefore, suggests that the new compressed air engines should be substituted in place of older combustion engine vehicles, 15 years or older. This will lead to a rapid 50% reduction in carbon dioxide emissions once implemented. This would still achieve the result to some extent, which is to reduce carbon dioxide emissions in the environment. Stellantis, as well as other automotive production companies, such as Hyundai, Ford, and General Motors, are not too interested in the EV journey because of the difficult factors preventing it. The rising cost of battery components and the production of EVs themselves are too expensive. The EV tax credit doesn't also make things any better. Jeep, for example, faced a decline in sales once they started shelling out EVs as directed by the higher government. Most automotive brands faced this and had to use their ICE vehicles to cover up the losses incurred from their EV sales. Volkswagen, for example, had to lower the prices of one of their EVs, ID3, for the third time in 1 year to fit into the EV market. The subscription or extra charges for luxury features in EVs don't make things any better. Automated car parking and BMW's heated seat subscriptions are some of the insane ways automotive companies are trying to cover up for their additional production costs of EVs. They're literature trying to make back some profits by milking their consumers. TERS has mentioned that a day will come when the middle class will be priced out of the EV market. All in all, EVs are highly inaccessible to the middle class because it's generally unaffordable. EVs tax credits may truly make purchasing EVs easier for consumers, but what about when they're removed? Would it still be affordable for the common man? If all the ICEs are eventually removed from our roads and EVs without tax credits are rolled out, are there going to be people who own vehicles any longer? Stellantis hasn't been fully in on the EV push for a while now, and we see this in their flagship electric pickup, the Ram 1500 Rev, which isn't fully electric. The electric pickup is expected to come with a gasoline-fueled range extender. With compressed air engines, Jeep can fully achieve its goal of half electric, half ICE. Its benefits are a welcome idea because they are going to be more affordable compared to EVs, will return 120 miles per gallon, and have almost zero tailpipe emissions. Compressed air engines have been used since time immemorial in other systems and functions. It has even been attempted by MDI, a Luxembourg French-based company, focusing on both mobility and energy storage. Compressed air engines by Jeep would be a breath of fresh air, especially for consumers who are looking for EV alternatives. Though, presently, the adoption possibility rate of the CAEs is unknown, it would be a notable option between combustion engines and EVs. Consumer choices, affordability, and cost will make the ultimate choice between the two. In summary, Jeep has brought about a completely different approach from a combustion engine to an EV transition. In the middle is a compressed air engine. It offers similar advantages and more compared to EVs, such as minimal emissions. Some other benefits that CAEs offer are fuel efficiency and affordability, which is reasonable for the common man. Along with a cleaner option for the environment, compressed air engines are the absolute way to go. Operation costs would be reduced, and driving would be more affordable for everyone. The potential applications to compressed air engines are going to be limitless and highly adopted once consumers see the light. Even if it doesn't bring about the end of EVs, it is certainly an important discussion in the future of transportation. What do you think about CAEs? Do you believe that it's going to overtake the EV market eventually?